I'm gonna leave you guys and stream some some breathing room. I know you guys. You probably just opened up to the stream. We're trying to get this underway. Me and Sue, we will be casting this game for you guys. As tournament admins, this is not easy trying to pull this off. More or less harder on Sue because he does most of the arranging. So always say thank you to Sue when you see him. Give him a huge shout out. But yeah, it'll be me and Sue casting. The teams will be Team Aquilax. They're hailing from Australia, and the other team will be Team Southstars. Of course, Southstars, we know that'll be South America, Southern Hemisphere. They are below the equator, guys.
I think they're considerably below the equator. Ozzy's from Chile. I think
how far down?
Chile's a very bottom. Chile's the very bottom left of South America. It's like an elongated going up, but for the most part, it's the southwest.
Southwest, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and then you have Brazil, which is obviously in the north and central South America.
Yeah, let me just take a look at the map on my wall, just make sure I know where I'm at and following you. We're taking an adventure. We're taking an adventure into South America, guys.
I think Argentina's should be right above Chile, which is where Kio's from. Domi and Slayer, Brazilian. We all know where Brazil is. You have Uruguay and Paraguay to the right of Chile. I'm just going off memory here. I don't remember the exact layout of South America.
You're doing good, man. I'm checking it out. You're good. I got a world map on the wall behind me. I just have a look at that boy once in a while. Unfortunately, I never travel outside America.
Where's Peru?
Go ahead.
Peru's the one I always forget where. I know it's somewhere in like the north of South America, but somewhere near Brazil areas. Maybe to the left of like northwest, I want to say, like kind of like almost between Mexico and.
Would you like? No, I don't know what I'm asking. I'm gonna ask an attack.
I'll ask him if you want this. They do. They're a dollar sign.
You shouldn't me. Sorry, everybody in chat. Don't curse. It's not nice. Be good human beings.
They changed their. They had to change their tag. Vanilla informed me. The previous tag, like the little lightning bolts they're using for the S's, apparently considered like profanity in Germany or something.
Okay.
Maybe because they look kind of similar to swastikas. I don't know.
I was just thinking something like that. For some reason, there's something racist and politically probably inappropriate kind of stuff coming to my mind about that. I have no idea where it's coming from. It must be stemming from something in my subconscious, and it's telling me that you know this, but you just can't think of it right now, and you know why it is that way. But I think I know why. Yeah. I think it's something about racism. Yeah. I got you. Well, not really racist. In my mind, must have been way off. Well, I guess you say racist because you think of the Uber match. It was about the ultimate race, right? It was about the Aryan. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. Let's not get into that. Yep, those words are just taboo. No, not taboo. There's no-goes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. Hopefully, I have enough energy for you guys, and so does Sue, because Sue, like I said, it's pretty tough. I mean, I work a long shift and trying to pull off. I'm a halftime suit, so I can get away with that. But I'm getting tired of halftime.
You might want to cast up. Cast up will get slots limited.
Gotcha. I'm just
admin here.
Yeah, that way you can slap Uzi.
Slap him.
I know you want
slap
to.
Him in the middle of a tank. No clipping. Bit greasy shit. Having flying around the map shooting the tank. No clipping.
Remember those? Do you remember the Russian team where someone actually, I think, started no clipped a tank and they actually used it to punch you guys? I think it was you guys, or they did that to somebody. It was really.
No, it fuck, what's his name? It was Salad Tossers, and then it was like a mixed team, I think. It was Salad Tossers.
VP. It was Team VP.
VP, yeah. Salad Tossers and VP. Yeah, VP's their tank was stuck and wasn't teleporting.
Hey man, let me grab my phone real quick. That way I can follow the chat. You guys in chat out there, like I really do appreciate what you guys have to say. I want to keep up with you guys. That way, if you got anything valuable to offer, you know, something that's really critical, like some critical aspects, you know, plus some critical thinking in here, what we can improve on, what can be done better, you know, some really good answers to some questions that you might have and we might not have answers to. So things like that. So I'll be right back. Let me grab my phone. I forget where I put it. It's probably in my backpack.
I think they agreed they don't want to use Flamingo. I think because the server feels really shit or something. Yeah, they were like lagging on it or something, so they don't want to use. I asked Sir if he can limit the slots real quick. I think he's playing Heroes of the Storm or something, so he's probably not going to respond.
Oh, hallelujah. We got 52 viewers already at this hour. I didn't expect that to be that much.
Yeah,
guys!
this time for sure. The EU people won't be watching. Maybe Popstar, I guess they're still.
We see my boy Simon's in here. What's up, Simon?
The Aussie one, right?
I don't know. It might be. I don't know.
The one who talks shit about every cast he ever watches.
Darius just says, "Excuse me, Princess Diana is the best player in the world." Princess Diana, didn't she? Okay, there's a huge issue there. Like, did Prince Charles ever killed or something like that? Are you talking about Princess Diana? Or are you talking about Diana? I don't know if it's some kind of spin-off on a joke like that. I remember that shit when I was growing up. The drama. Anyway,
are we still cutting out now?
Hello, Dead Death Ahead. What's up, man?
King Grizz is having a little social meeting.
A little bit. I don't let it take me too far away from the game though. So we got three out of 4 players ready up for both teams. Let's do a quick roster rundown. Do you want to handle Aquilax or you want to handle SS? I mean, I can handle both if you're up for it.
I'll do SS.
Go for it.
Alright, so for Team SS, I'm actually just going to confirm this real quick. Okay, we have Kyo, Domi, Slay, and Ozzy. Pretty strong lineup. I think that's their main lineup as well, actually.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident about that lineup. But at the same time, in Team Aquilax, we got Mutiny, Dinosaur, Caution, iPad. I'm not feeling like Aquilax, they have their full roster here. I mean, I don't know if this is the kind of connection that they want here.
This is actually their main. This is their main lineup.
This is it.
Yes, this is their main lineup.
I love this. A little bit tricky. Hunter coming out, couldn't land a quick bounce. Second Hunter not gonna cover. Little speed coming down, not too much damage. Now, I love the idea there of the Hunter from the wall kick. At the same time, you know that it's going to be coming. You somewhat know that this is everything essentially predictable in these maps, right? You don't really have that element of surprise. So that second Hunter, yeah, it's just like, oh my god, it leaves a bad taste in your mouth overall. At least if you're like me, I crave adaptability. I crave intelligence as well. You know, the ability to manifest answers to non-linear answers to very difficult questions, difficult situations, and just being able to problem solve and do things like that is really cool to me. I don't like these stock maps so much, but anyway, I'm digressing. Let's stay back on point. We got second hit coming up here. Boomer setting up on top of the on top of the truck. Looks like Charlie's gonna rock down from up top. Pretty standard hit. Not much creativity, like I said. This is pretty much what you see when you play Dark Carnival, guys. It is what it is.
There's only so much you can do with your spawns. It's very stale hit. The bridge hit. You come from behind. You come from above. You come from.
I love what they're doing though. Different directions. They're trying.
Different directions.
Boomer's got to find his boom. He's coming in late. I do not like that. That Boomer needed to be there. He lost his spawn, man. That
You know
Boomer
what?
has his spawn. That's a lot more damage.
That's good Sackhold, because now that he's stuck with them, they might potentially get a quad. I can't remember where the spit died in the last hit. They may get a quad here now, so actually it's not too bad that they sacked the boom blast.
Oh, they got a tank though. It just blew it. We're anticipating a quad and it goes right out the window. Alright, so this tank needs to position his hittables well. One in the street and one up there on top of that rooftop. That's the play. You know the play. It's all about making it right now. So he has to. Okay, there's one hittable.
Okay, that's not too bad. He can whack it across. That's a very strong hittable, right? I can helicopter that straight, and that's perfect.
Beautiful. He knows the play. He's making the right play. This is it, man.
He's leaving it on the roof. He's actually got in a perfect position on the roof, because as soon as they drop down, they're dropping down to the hitter.
That one in the street too. Look at that. That's perfect for punching. Hunter going early. I love it. He sees separation.
He can helicopter that one in the. He's playing rock tank, and he's probably gonna grab this police car.
They're running back.
Exactly.
Hip.
Actually gonna. Okay. OZ spends like the whole of yesterday complaining about how Aquilax are gonna AI all their tank.
And so
and then he decides to try and do it.
This is him getting the jump on them. They're like, they know what's coming. They're like, we got wind of what's coming. We're gonna do this.
This is not good. We're gonna see a spiral of revenge AIs. Both teams just gonna keep AIing each other's tanks as revenge.
Yeah, and it's tough to commit tanks right away too, because it's really hard for the infected to do anything. Like, it's just a survivor dominated campaign, and your tanks, it's not ideal to commit them right away. You want to have the right set of spawns. You want to feel good while you're going in, and you have to at least hopefully have a hittable play. That's not always the case, but this is really tough to catch up regardless.
You know what? It wasn't a terrible play to run back though, because this hittable was all positioned very well. He had one perfectly on the roof, and then he had one that he tried to helicopter in. So maybe it wasn't the worst side to go back, but it looks like the tank is going to be committing it with a Hunter, Smoker, and Jock.
You're going too early, Hunter. You got guys to wait. You have to wait. No, in fact, don't go.
That's a little bit early. I wouldn't be going with the SI yet. Hunter gets picked. Smoker lands, but it's going to get cleared. Actually, doesn't get cleared.
He's going to secure the cap. I like this. He's going to make the most of his tank, and I think that's the best way. Goes back. He's going to get coached too, man. He's going to get second one, third.
No, he's going to throw. You know, for what he had for the support, that's actually really good damage. He spread it out. He was kind of forced to commit without a boomer here, and a boomer is like really what you want for this set.
Oh yeah,
you know what? I respect it. Definitely.
Yeah.
They spawn from every angle and they surround you with the high ping too. The boomer is pretty deadly there. You know what? Mutiny made the most of that tank.
He really did. Yeah, and that Smoker trying to. The support just came in too early, but that Smoker still set him up quite nice. Alright, different direction, guys. You boys, you know the play. Come on, Aquilax. You guys got this. Not much to really work on, but just try and do what you can, you know?
Looks like they're going in maybe a little bit early.
That was really close. Finishing up
lands.
Great sack order. No, bad sack order. Charge dying last.
I think they will still get caught because the Spirit died and Boomer died second. So we still have another 4 cappers in the rotation.
Guys, if they get a quad, take a note. Memorize those spawns, because if you want to be the best player in Left 4 Dead 2, you should be counting these damn spawns. If you have knowledge of what's coming, you can predict. And prediction is big in Left 4 Dead 2. Having that vision to know what's going to hit you is huge in Left 4 Dead 2. That's what gives you the edge.
Going in double. There's nice ski coming out by Slay onto caution right there. Good clears overall. Smoker lands for a couple of ticks, but that's a wasted quad right there, Grid. And now they're gonna go back to the 2.
I'm sorry. Yeah, man. Oh.
Reading chat. You're getting caught up with chat.
No, I was for a second, and I was just drinking water, and I looked down and I saw it. I was like, what am I doing? Okay, so Hunter setting up on top with the Charger, very nice. No, Hunter setting up behind. This is 2-2 again, man. This is not good. This you gotta try to be clever. The Charger going solo.
He's gonna land. Basically. It's a long charge.
He shot it down, man. Yeah, long charges. They just don't do anything.
Dobby's on fire right now. He insta cleared the player previously. Then in this hit, he shuts down Boomer very nicely, and then a really nice ground ski as well by him. Domi's definitely on fire right now, leading his team, leading the charge. You know what? They're only gonna have about one more hit, and they're gonna take the hill right now.
They're not stopping, man. I love it. So they're anticipating this. They're probably counting spawn timers. Like I used to do this shit all the time. All this stuff I had to take mental notes in my head, and I was all processing this and calling for a team. Like it doesn't look like that they have one head doing it. They're all doing it, which is great. That's great to see. They're pushing the top of the hill. They know that they have time to do it, and that's huge. And that's paying off, obviously, for them. It really is.
This is a big change from how we saw them play in the last round. They're actually playing cohesively and as a team a bit more. Nice ground ski coming out. Charger lands onto Coach for a long charge. That's 10 damage right there. Jockey lands onto Shell briefly, but very minimal damage coming out. And why the hell is this guy here?
We got a serial killer in chat, guys. I mean, in game, we got a serial killer in here. We need to please get rid of this guy. He's like, hello.
There's two of them. It's because they joined the server before Sir limited the slots for us.
Oh god, Ted Bundy out of. Oh my god, that's so evil. That is really.
Yeah, he's a mixed player. It's a bit of a meme. But let's try to ignore him.
At least until we get him out of here. Hopefully, there we go.
The job. So what do you think of that chapter take so far? 836.
I mean, that's pretty average. You know, playing this map, so it's such an easy tank.
But they're also really on the high
ping. Right, high ping. So that's true. So maybe that's roughly an average score. I'm thinking around 900 average. Well, that actually average is 900 to 1,000.
With the equivalent of like low ping to low ping, but they're high ping to high ping. So 836 is pretty. I think that they did take a little bit too much damage on the tank, considering how poor the support was. Other than that, they took every hit very well, very fast, really good shutdowns, good skeets all around. Everyone contributing their part.
Okay, pretty good. I'm just gonna take a critical eye since we're assessing that last round, right? We're still on that. I'm gonna take a critical eye, and I'm gonna say that tank, when he got in the center of the survivors, he had one toward the back. Instead of continuing to chase them, which consider you lose a lot of velocity when you jump, why not pick up a damn rock and say, I'm not gonna have you playing. You're not gonna have you playing your game. You're gonna play my game. You rock him, and then you get your corner that way. Because obviously you're not gonna catch him if you have experience. You know that. So the right play would be the rock. People are rocking that way. Anyway, Hunter going out early. Spitter's going all the way ahead for some reason. Like has nothing to go on. And then Hunter going to get cleared in front. A little bit of separation come out from Aquilax. Terrible. Almost said terrible. I did say terrible. That was a terrible special effects hit coming out from that says. Hopefully they can coordinate a little bit better and synchronize their effective.
I think the only reason they got even a little bit of damage off this because someone was really separated at the back. I think it was Domi capitalized off that with a wall kick on him, but other than that, yeah, not good. Spitter going early there, not waiting for the second Hunter for some reason. I see players do that quite a lot now. They don't really wait for cappers to land. They just kind of throw the spit out, hoping something will get.
What are they thinking though? Like what are they thinking? They're gonna run here, and you know, I don't know what's going on in their brain. I would love to see their processes. You know, how do you? It's not synthesize the information. I'm trying to think of the opposite of that.
I mean, sometimes you have to do it, like, because you're about to get picked, and you gotta spit, otherwise you're not gonna get anything out. But in that scenario, is behind the truck. He could have waited for his Hunter to land, but he just threw the spit. I know that was a bit too much of rushed thinking there. Not really taking into consideration.
Yeah,
there was another Hunter.
I don't know. Like all the way ahead though. I'm just why all the way ahead? Like what is he anticipating? Yeah, somebody no clip, perhaps.
They actually have a
should be talking about that too. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm gonna see this.
Jockey smoke a charger Hunter.
Hunter setting up behind. Gonna go for one back. I love this already. This is looking for a really good hit. Charger's gonna whip though. Nick is gonna get the clear. If that clear doesn't happen, that's a lot of damage. So that's not too bad.
That's a really nice sidestep by Nick there. Sidestep the charger, got the clear off. Did eat the jockey. He actually saved his team from a multi-cap there. That was really well. Not quite sure what happened to the Hunter up front. I guess he got cleared or skied, not sure.
Probably
well
taken.
Yeah, I didn't see it either. The tank is going to be up in the hands of Domi.
Aquilax, I mean, come on guys, you know how to play this tank. This is 3UC one shotty right here. This is standard tank play. Okay.
A little bit of miscommunication. I guess they're heading back a bit too early there.
Like,
I'm thinking they want to take a hit and then run back. I'm thinking that's
these boys are thinking an eye for an eye. That's what they're doing. They're out for vengeance.
To be honest, though, taking the tank here is actually better, especially considering he's one car is in a terrible position, And if he hits that car from the roof over onto the bridge right there, they're just gonna push forward. So I'm not quite sure what
he's gonna do that. He's gonna take a lot of chip for this. I don't know. Oh man, come on! You gotta be thinking right now. This is not the play to make. You gotta be thinking.
Okay, he uses it to hop over there. He's right in. Doesn't take too much chip. It takes about 2.
He's not gonna catch him by out. Rochelle's gonna be in the corner. No, Rochelle's gonna shoot this out.
Long arm onto Rochelle.
He's gonna whip too.
Second long arm.
He takes the punch away. He's not gonna get anything.
Double cap does land. He's going to try to spread the damage. He's got 2 caps right next to him. Okay, now that he's spreading the damage pretty well around.
Oh, goodbye, Nick.
Comment locked and that's an in-cap punch on. Rock goes in, lands onto Rochelle. This is so much damage coming. That was onto DB as well. Tank's running around a little bit. Wax is hittable out. That is a lot of damage. He's still going. Throws a curve. Rock does miss. And that is so much damage coming out from his tank. That looked really bad for a second.
It really did. I mean, if they continued separating, and if Rochelle took a back foot and just took the punch, I don't think she even needed to take a punch here. She just ran to the wrong spot. If she ran all the way back across the bridge and just traced back there, that would have forced the hunter to come over the bridge, and angle would have made him so much easier to skeet. But instead, he opts to go for the corner and juke out the tank. And I don't know. I feel like that was a misplay. That's an E-cap that didn't need to happen, and maybe 2 because that kind of brought Nick over to be like, okay, I got to back you up here, and that got him downs. So I kind of, it just wasn't right.
That was just like, it was very well same with survivors up until Nick got common blocked, and also they were a bit too close to the tank there. They got 2 players got capped right next to him, so he had basically 2 free punches. And that was pretty badly taken by Aquilax. It looked very well. It looked very good up until
they had it, and then they just, I don't know, man.
iPad got very unlucky though. He got blocked by Common when trying to run.
Better charge come in, man. He's gonna hit on coach a little bit damage. Spit going down. He's gonna get a pound too. Where's the clear? Oh my god, that is not what you want to see, boys. You cannot afford to get behind on a campaign like this. Like, this is a neck and neck campaign through and through. If you get behind by a little bit, like I said, these tank spawns, it really does come down to chance, especially on a survivor dominated campaign. It's not very fun if you get behind by a little bit, let alone a lot. You need to make sure that you're keeping the lead or you're keeping up, because it will come down to a matter of 3 points in the end. Usually against the higher tier teams.
Did you see where Nick was standing? I didn't even know you could do that.
It's like, was that on the fence that I just?
Yeah, there's like an invisible wall on the fence, and he was like on the edge of it, I guess. I didn't actually know you could do that. Interesting. Aquilax coming out with their map knowledge. But pretty well taken. I was like, really? Okay, whatever greasy strat. I don't know what you want to call it, but
I mean, I think I've seen that there for a long time, man. It's just I haven't seen anybody use it in a while. It's just like, oh yeah, I remember that. You know,
I didn't know you could do that. Well, maybe I did, but I'm not seeing it for like years and years. He was actually in the tree right there, but they know he's there.
I love this.
But they don't know he's
He gets it. He gets it, man. That's a 2-move. I love that so much. When I talk about intelligence, Ozzy's just one of those players who just finds a way to do shit like that. His hittable control and his tanks is freaking outrageous and out of this world. And when he finds spawns like that, he just makes my mind go, you know, it just kind of goes numb. Like, how did he pull that off? But he's just like that. He's just an amazing player. He's just finding booms like that for your team. Who thinks of a boomer that's going to spawn in the tree right there? Oh no, that's not good.
That's the
bridge touch going out for DP.
Rochelle's pure DP. That's quite actually not too much damage. The spill's a little bit slow. Hunter's coming out, touching with 2 cap. Nice 2 cap land with a pull at the back there. That's a lot of damage right now, just chunking away. I know this. DP, but
this is Zonemod spit. And I kind of forget about that. Like last week in Hard Raid, I'm just like, oh my god, he got spitter charge. Now I'm just like, okay, he got spitter charge. You know, it's a little bit different.
It is. Sorry, guys, I can't go. That's gonna set Aquilax back about 200 points. Again, this is not huge, but they gotta step up their game right now because they're making pretty crucial misplays that could get them wiped on difficult tanks. They've really got. They gotta start picking up the pace because
I know. I'm just thinking right now. I'm thinking right now. A tank in the open in Kitty Land. I'm just thinking
no hittable.
No hittable. Yeah. What's the predicament? The predicament there is that you're probably not going to get anything. Either tri-cap lands, which would be the ideal. I mean, we're dealing with maybe a 10% chance of landing at a high tier level. like the survivors just dominate this campaign. It's just not that much fun.
Like in reality, like you get it's one in cap on that tank, to be honest. That's just because of the long arms. That's in reality, but yeah, the double cap right next to the tank, like, oh, that's not good. iPad got stuck on commons, got launched. Then Rochelle ate a rock as well, a free rock. I don't know, it kind of adds up a little.
Going back to that tank, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's just like, you guys, you had the play, but you just made a mistake. Like, they had the right mind. They're splitting up, and then they kind of double back. They doubted themselves, and Rochelle put herself in the corner, and Nick kind of got caught out by a pounce, and then punched off, like you said, with the common effect. That was a little bit unfortunate, because common infected, you know, they're like, hey, I'm here, and you're just thinking, wait, where'd you come from, you son of a gun? And it's just like, it's too late, you know? Things like that, but
yeah, for sure.
We got a tank at 23, guys. This is going to be very interesting coming up to it. This is going to be a tank where you play it around the open area. It's going to be very difficult for this tank to actually do anything unless you have this hittable in and if you have miracle hittable control. So I'm thinking right now.
Tank to players with high pings. This is a very generous tank to, I think, both teams.
Oh, it's one person out. This is not good. This is not the play. That's not how you play this.
No god frames. Actually, a lot of god frames. He just had a really long get up. He had a shit ton of god frames, but
that's one thing he's missing, though.
That's true, but that looked a lot worse. I mean, he got pull charge spit jockeyed. You know, you'd expect a shit ton of damage coming.
He got it all on him.
He only took 38.
He took both barrels.
Yeah, he took literally the whole set, but only took 38 damage out of it. But anyway, we do have the tank in the hands of Dinos. He is looking like he's just gonna grab his forklift. Might not go back for the bin, actually, even though he does have time.
Reloading.
Oh, but by the way, hello, CP. I see you, chat. Alright. Dinosaur. That's Sepia. Just whatever.
Hello, Sepia.
He's throwing on the right. Oh my god, the play. Does he know how to get behind him from the roof on the right? I don't know what he's gonna do. Okay, Hunter going out. I like this.
Going in. That's a nice rage.
Who's gonna land a double boom?
Double boom going in. That's a wasted double boom because the support's down, so he can't.
Oh my god, you're right. If he saves it, if he saves that boom for 5 more seconds, he just waits until it falls right up 5, drops the boom, then comes the hammer.
I like what he's doing though. Look what he's doing. He's got a little bit of stagnant horde coming in, and he's gonna use it to work his hittable. And spawns are coming up now.
They're coming to the left. Charge can get behind him. Charge's gotta go now though. He's in
doing a really good job of kite. Completely out. He's going for the long arm and
they have to put together.
He's got a lot of separation.
One Smoker's still up.
Come on, Jockey. Jockey's going against M2 by Ellis. What a clutch M2 by Odette. Tank's going now. He's got absolutely nothing.
Okay, alright. I love the communication. I just want to say, it made that result in the ideal tank. The communication I saw coming up from the infected, they were actually trying to work together. Charge's like, I got this one. Jockey, you gotta back me up. I saw the Jockey trying to get in there, but you gotta recognize he's a Jockey. He did that stuff so easily. You got the Smoker firmly planted to back him up. Just the positioning of the special effect there, it resulted in this tank not being 2 win caps. At most, 2 win caps.
I saw this being easily 2 win. Like, they were so separated as well. And the high ping as well. I thought Jockey was gonna land Ozzy with like 180 ping and getting that really clutch M2 onto that Jockey and saving his team from a lot of damage. But even then, like, they can't be too upset with that damage. Looking across the board here, we're looking at about 200 damage. Like,
that's a good spread. Yeah, that is a good spread.
That's a good spread. 200 damage across all 4 survivors.
I just want to say, Team Aquilax, they are one of the better performing special effective teams that I've seen in this tournament. I mean, I think Party Course is really good, but I also think Aquilax, they put a lot of work in what they do. And it doesn't always pay off, especially on maps like this, because you can't have that creativity. You know, there's a lot less planning to it. Everybody knows everything, and you don't have the element of surprise. But
yeah, maps like this,
they're still trying.
A lot harder to land strong SI, just because everyone knows it too well. And yeah, very stagnant spawns. This is also, unlike Parish as well, this is a very open campaign, so it's you're kind of just flying in from really open areas from rooftops, expecting to land.
It's such easy skeets. I know when this is like probably Lex's favorite campaign. I don't know that for sure, not from words, but I see her play this a lot of time. Maybe it's because some pug players they play this all the time, but it's just so easy. People, they like to put their brain in neutral or just coast, and they just let it go, man.
Shoot things and have.
Yeah, it's just shooting things and having fun. I'm not that way. I gotta strive for excellence. If I'm playing Infinite 2, I gotta play at the highest level, at the best I possibly can, the hardest difficulty. That's just who I am. And I'm just more that side.
You have the ladder hit coming up though. It is going to be a 3-1 setup. Jockey Hunter, Boomer Smoker.
this
Boomer's
boom.
go nice up.
He can keep doing this, man. This
Pop
is
the
the play.
yeah, he's going to infinitely boom. Someone's going to go up there and try get the pop or eat the SI because
And
that
they can
boom
cover.
is just
Look at
going
the
to
jockey.
infinitely arc
Look at the jockey is anticipating to intercept the pull. I love this because it's coming at a cross direction where someone's gonna try and cut the smoke with him, and jockey's gonna come behind him, latch on his head, and take him elsewhere. Like that's the play. Where's the hunters? That's pretty good spot
behind there. Yeah,
that's pretty good.
they have a very
I love where they're positioning.
Definitely. Boomer's recharges. He's gonna go for another arc boom in a second here. This is really
He can
bad
take it now.
team,
He can take it now and get double boom if he paces right. There it is.
Another double boom. They gotta just go up. Looks like he is.
He's got it.
They should really just go up. They know that one of the spawns is a smoker. They don't know what the other two are. I just go up right now. The natural horde is also
too late. Yeah, it's too late, man. We're actually gonna see a natural horde in 2019. Like this is meta power. There it is, going up. How they gonna land for a several? But when they get a
Jockey lands onto the shell. Pull lands. Very good clears overall. Quad boom comes out. Not actually pretty well taken by survivors, but Slay bled out all of his 10 health right there.
Is there bleed damage? I don't think there is on damage ones.
No, there's no bleed.
There's no bleed.
But as in both players, Keo and Slay, are now gonna have to commit their kills because they bled out around 20 temp. So Punch get going, punch charge lands onto Coach.
Premature though. There's nothing to cover. Spirit's going position for a wall kick, I guess, right here. They gotta go now though. They're gonna drop.
They don't. That was a bit miscommunication. Spirit just sat in the open when the Hunter's not even ready. Spirit didn't go and spit on the charge target either, which is also a bit of a misplay. Now they're gonna freely take this donut right here and push all the way out. They only have 2 spawns. The other 2 still have 5 seconds on their time. You know what? They're actually. I think if I had to take a guess, they're probably gonna hold out the. Maybe hold out the hold?
I don't think so.
They ran back randomly. I thought they were gonna stay there.
I think a little bit indecisiveness. Somebody called it out, and then someone said no.
That's what I'm thinking. That was weird. They all just kind of ran back, stood there, smoker spawned, and then they like.
Not stopping, man. This tri-cap has to come in. There's not enough time. You gotta anticipate this. Hunter's setting up with smoker. Jockey's gotta go now, man.
He's going for a pull into.
Jockey's gonna try and connect. And Jockey shows up front. He's gonna stumble. He's maybe gonna rejog. He's gonna need a rejog. Oh, that's smoker behind. Gonna get him, man. That was very nice. I love the positioning.
Charge is going. He's got a good spawn. I'll just wait.
He's gotta make the meaty play.
He's waiting for that.
He's gotta make the meaty play, man.
He's gotta b-hop that thing in. Charger lands onto Coach, gets insta-cleared though because he's going insta. I definitely would have gone straight away as they were running towards him rather than wait for him to pick up, because when they're picking up they're already going to be prepared for any potential spawn. Spirit's probably going to go for a split block. Actually, nice scheme by Domi onto Mutiny there. That was a really nice scheme.
Preventing a lot of chip damage right here before we get in. That pullback really set up nicely. The Hunter cover and then jockey from ahead. That was beautiful. It almost cannot be a tri-cap, but still, that's what set him up for this
Smoker capitalized off that separation on Ellis right there. He's pretty far behind, and the Uzis were just a little bit too far to clear him from that tongue and then 2-cap hit, followed by the jockey card as well.
Is that both? Is that that's Domi, right?
That's what I said.
This guy's on fire. He's actually carrying that team. I mean, OC's got some great tricks up the sleeve as usual, but I'm just gonna say Domi.
I think they're all great players. I think Domi though, fragging wise, he's easily the strongest player on his team, fragging wise, and I think you have like a strong caller on that team, kind of giving the main points, and then you set Domi free. You just undo his chains and just unleash him, and that's how you do it.
I mean,
you put Domi on the map, he knows as well, like Dark Carnival.
Believe me, it can come down to a strong caller that makes a good team. I mean, you have to have skill in your team, but if your team doesn't have wits, we were talking about this about a certain player earlier, wink wink, but you know what I'm talking about. If you just had running gun without brains, you had a huge disadvantage, because there's a lot of strategy that goes in Left 4 Dead 2, especially on custom maps, that you might not work out for you, you know, if you're just a fragger. But if you're a thinker, and if you know how to think in Left 4 Dead 2, if you know how to apply your thoughts, this is a hard word for me, synthesize things, you know, form theories, and actually make them work, put them into practice, then you will be on the next level. I mean, counting spawns, notifying your team what spawn is going to be up, just having that knowledge for them to bank on, and then having them shut it down. It's just not a better feeling as a captain. It's such a good feeling. But a captain really can make a good team. They just blocked those spawns.
Yeah, they literally ran out. Spawns weren't ready. This is a really just out of sync hit. Jockey's gonna get nice M2 there. Hits just get absolutely demolished. Coach. He's like on an island right now, man. Yeah, he's like surrounded. You know what? The SI weren't. They just rushed out, jumped on top of the bins, and blocked the spawns. The SI should have been more ready for that, but they went. You know what? They got their spawns blocked. They had to come in really slowly.
I love this. This is so ingenuitive. This is so unique. Teams doing this, like blocking spawns. I haven't seen people do that since NV era. NV developed that strategy, I'm pretty sure, and I'm seeing this now being re-implemented. I'm just thinking, obviously this stuff still works, right? NV, they perfected the game. They're like, this is how you do it. You know, the Asians, the Japanese, they figured it out. And I just seen people re-implement strategies like that, and seen them still work because their methodologies they still work because they figured it out. That's how you win, but it's just cool to see them again. Like my mind just went back, you know. It's just like I remember that. I don't know. For me, it's super cool. For other people, it's just like shut the hell up, Grizz. I'll shut the hell up now.
Oh, that was almost an insane tree boomer, right? Coach was a little bit out of range for him to get that arc, but that almost looked like a double boom actually, because there was a play directly below him. That was really scary for the save. That double boom landed on the high. I don't know, man.
Did you see what they did with the dumpster earlier on? I'm the infected. I can read into this. I know that these survivors are going to run it back to the safe room. So what am I going to do? I'm going to have the infected position around that area, around that choke where the ticket booths are, so that I want them to hit in there. So maybe I get 1 tab or 2 out of most of this. I mean, I think that's your tell. I mean, if I'm the infected, I would definitely take a note. He's on second pass, 5% range. What are you guys doing? He's going to send for what the fuck?
God. He got a god frame because the jockey had just landed. He got god frame.
He got range for that too. I don't know what to say. I haven't seen that since 2012.
Yeah,
honestly.
he got range from it. Okay, that's a little bit of Left 4 Dead 2 for you, right? He got completely god frame from that hittable. I've seen it happen quite a few times. It's a bit unfortunate.
I remember hitting Soul with a hittable in a tournament match, and the hittable literally clipped him point blank, and he warped somewhere else. He had like a super ping spike. It was just really weird. He ended on top of the hittable, then he teleported somewhere else. Anyway, Tag's gonna get chipped away. He's got to stop focusing his hittable. He's gonna chase somebody, but he can't catch anybody. He can't catch anybody right now unless they're boom. He's trapped.
He has to work towards the boon players. Like he's got 2 players boon. Really nice capitalization on that.
Coach, he can get that
right there.
The survivors, they gotta shoot the tank.
He's going in. Land. Tank died. That's a really unlucky hittable right there. He got god framed because of the jockey. That was, I don't know. That's Left 4 Dead. I think that's one of the arguments why this game is just not a very good skill-based game at all. It's just like when you have random RNG like that happen, it's a bit unfair.
There we go. As Zaz both saying Left 4 Dead 2. We don't really have to explain this, do we? That's not weather pause, man. I don't think that's weather pause. I mean, this stuff that used to happen all the time in 2012. I remember Metafoggle and Confoggle. Like, the god frames were so much more ridiculous. This was like 2 or 3 seconds after somebody gets jockeyed. You can't hit them with a hittable. They get teleport on top of cars, all kinds of stuff. It's like
I've seen it happen many times. I don't know why he thinks like what else would it be? Like his rage was refilled as the player gets jockeyed. Like
I'm reloading.
It's pretty obvious that it's just a god frame issue, but
Frying pan.
Just shrug it off, boys. That's gonna be tough. That's gonna be like grinding in the back of their minds right now. But I'm sure they can still pull off with what they have. Hunter gonna get kicked in front by Call.
That was a really shot. Nice. Yeah, that was nice. Charger's trying to get something from behind. Boomer gets nice CM2. Charger goes actually hits the edge of the door frame there. Looks like a charge onto Nick, and pretty good shutdown overall. Ellis taking a few ticks of spit damage right there. Pretty well taken by Aquilax. And yeah, that is pretty unfortunate that I think it was Ellis or Jockey who got the god frames. Don't really know what to make of that, I guess. It's just left for their two things.
Yep, shrug it off.
Shrug it off, move on.
I've actually lost a match before to non-stop. It was one of my ladder matches I played where I got charged off of a rooftop on a custom page to our head, and I landed on a truck that was like right below me. It was hardly a fall at all, and I just randomly died. I literally just died from hardly any height at all. I don't know. It's just left it at 2 stuff, you know. It can cost matches. I'm just saying I've been it's not fun, but it just happens.
Yeah, it is what it is. Sometimes it happens.
We do have a quad tap though.
Oh, for the alley here. They'd definitely be sending this to the alley. Looks like they're going right
in
now.
front.
Really nice strike cap going out, but the smoker misses the score. That is still a lot of damage coming out. If that smoker landed, that was the strike cap, right?
Let's go. Reloading.
Quad cap even, sorry. What am I on about? One's going to be coming out real soon. Smoker's gone for a respawn here. Looks like we have a Boomer. Boomer's probably going to elect to send it in really quickly and just get out the way.
Guess to go for another quad? I don't know what the...
They have a 2-2. They should actually... they actually killed Boomer first, so they're not going to be getting a quad for the next hit. But they do have a smoker charge spitter. They can maybe go for some sort of full charge here. I don't know.
Yeah, this is a pro mod though. Full charge, it's not as effective. We really need to think about attacking different directions still with the strike cap. Even though it is real up close scores, different directions is still your best outcome for damage. You're gonna spread it.
It's just very hard to land charges. That's why.
I see.
Yeah, charges on anything above like 60 ping, you start sliding off players, and once you get to the red ping range, it's really unbearable to try land charges. You're sliding off players that are like for like 5 seconds. You're like stuck on them, but on their screen, you're like nowhere near them. It's just a really awkward situation. Just the desync between the client and the server because of the ping.
Essentially, yeah.
I'm
setting up a rooftop. This is Boomer. I'm thinking if you rocket Boom, you gotta position good. When you rocket, no, you gotta get close.
Exactly.
Okay, let's get it.
Gets it. Nice double boom coming out. Pretty slow. Anticipation of that boom actually kind of rocked it in very slowly, and looks like they're actually just going to be waiting for a quad, I believe. I don't know when the spitter died last hit, but they do have a hunter jockey smoker, which is pretty good. Versatile, fast cappers for this open area right here. I think Aquilax is just going to kill the horde.
Shit. I was thinking 2 hunters. 2 hunters would be sick here because how agile they are and how difficult they are to deal with, considering they got an easy play in front.
That's like going in. Really nice strike cap right. That really nice hunter cover with the smoker. That was a huge amount of damage right. It's actually taking off, I think 200 off their bonus just from that momentary. They're down to actually around the same bonus Team Southstars, so a little bit higher. Oh god. No.
Reloading!
Okay.
Reloading!
The boy's gonna complain about his fucking hittable again.
Stay pass ahead!
Who's
Reloading here!
Charger lands with this still on top. Really nice keep by caution onto the hunter right there. Boomer going in, actually stumbling him back into the spit. Dino almost. Really nice attack coming out from Team Southstars. Try Boomer as well for a little bit of comment. And that's going to bring their bonus below Southstars' bonus. Yeah, that took 100 off, well 150 off that last hit there with the charge spin.
Coming into this game, I don't like to say this team's gonna win, that team's gonna win. I don't like doing that because we never really know the result, especially with a close match like this. But I was just thinking that Aquilax, they rely on their special infected and their teamwork, their ethic, and how to be creative and how to adapt. And we're seeing a little bit of creativity come out in such a difficult campaign like this, where it's hard to think of things that you can do. way you can do outside the box, you know? It's so difficult, and I'm seeing them, they're actually making things work that I'm impressed with, but at the same time, this is a survivor-based campaign. I don't just feel like, I know that SS are the better shooters here. They're the sharper shooters. And I'm just thinking I just feel like that this has been in SS's favor since the beginning.
To mention,
I don't want to say that.
These players have a lot of experience together. I mean, 3 of them have been on a team called Keyboard Warriors, who have rebranded over time, but those guys have been playing with each other for years and years and years, so they have the connection there as well, the chemistry. I know Ozzy's the new addition to that team, but I mean, it's not like these guys aren't new players. They've been playing in the competitive scene for a long time. They've have a lot of chemistry together. Team Aquilax, definitely a very much newer roster, so... But considering how new their roster is, their connection, their teamwork is actually pretty phenomenal, and it would be great to see maybe this team in a future tournament, see how much they would have improved a little bit more.
I had to go down. Who's gonna get skied? Azaz, he's just shutting everything. Domi, man, we're talking about him being a beast, and this guy, he is shredding it. This guy is an absolute beast. I think your words were earlier. This guy is shredding it. And I'm not sure if those were your exact words, but that's how I remember. He really is.
That was a nice...
Reloading.
That was
one into the other, like chain succession. I wish I could snap, but my hands are too damn sweaty in this room. I'm still wearing my jacket on these, but...
I mean, this is just a scary player, man. You give him a shotgun... hits coming in anyway. Nice double charge landing out with the jockey on top. Smoker's been going in. That's a really nice strike. That is a huge amount of damage coming out from Team Aquilax. That is absolutely insane.
I'm just so baffled because here I am. I'm just eating my words, you know, that I just said. This is such a survivor-dominated campaign, and both these teams, they're just freaking excellent. They're pulling off these hits, and I'm just thinking, what is happening? Like, I know for a fact I played it so much that I know this is a survival campaign. These infected, they're just blowing my mind. They're literally blowing my mind on a campaign like this.
Was beautiful. I don't know who it was. I need a name. He literally capitalized off the fact that there's 2 players. He saw 2 players. 1 player was close, and that 2 would line up. He just went for it. Got that beautiful. Smoker covered that jockey absolutely beautifully, and that was an insane track. This guy got a pop and then another skeet, bro. Look at him. Domi is just absolutely shredding the SI.
I know, he is destroying everything, man.
He's literally playing like a 1v3 round. Tank's just there. He's probably Tank's
put him where the attack is, and everyone else just shoot the tank. That's what I would do. Having such a strong player like that, like Lus was strongest player in my team. That's what I have the strongest player do. Put him where the infected are going to spawn, and let him deal with that shit. This is good. He gets pulled early. That's gonna be easy multi.
Really nice early pull. Coach wasn't there to clear him, and that's gonna be the in-cap onto Keo. He's still healthy, just under 3k. SI probably gonna have to start waking their way in right now. He's gonna look for a second.
They need a double team coach. They need to work together to get coach.
That's a nice double punch.
Okay, he bypasses.
Whips the caution, whips the punch though. Punches Rochelle away, but he's just going for these really nice long arms. A lot of damage. He's down to 300 HP. He's gonna go for another rock. Doesn't quite get it off. Man. Really nice early pull there. Coach not really anticipating it, and
that should have been a wipe. I feel like, man. I was just like,
the SI.
What's set up for it?
Past the Smoker, the SI just they weren't good enough. I'm gonna be honest. They just jockey didn't land. I think they had, what was it? A hunter is their other thing. Can't quite remember exactly what they had. But
what the hell is Courage? Do you know what Courage the Cowardly Dog is? I think that was a TV show when I was growing up on Cartoon Network. I don't know what the hell it is. Yeah, well, I was just told I sound like Courage the Cowardly Dog. A little bit, yeah. I can see that a little bit. A little bit, not too much. We're not taking too far. That's funny. Hunter sitting up front, not gonna get that wall kick though. He's gonna get shut down.
Spits could go in, nice long spits, gonna spit all the SI coming from the front though, Grizz. This is not what you want to be seeing.
There's the
portion going in with a nice rocket boom onto Ellis for a really good sack order though. I believe that was a spitter and boomer last, so it doesn't matter. So they should be getting a quad for the drop here, which is really scary, Grizz. You could be seeing a potential quad coming.
I don't know if I'm feeling a quad though. Like, I'm thinking spitter here. The chances of a quad landing, unless you have a double hunter, is incredibly difficult. I mean, I'm just really
getting
feeling
a quad, so they got him. You know what? This is pretty good though. Smoker, Charger, Hunter. You pull the first one, jockey covers, charger hunter from drop down
so
from behind.
Smoker, I'm theory craft right now. Smoker go in the front. No, guys, what are you doing? What are you doing?
No, why? Okay, this is a sack. I'm just being honest. They're sending this way too early.
Look at this. Look at this guy again, man. Azaz insta clear to Kyo. Azaz team ski to caution. This guy, he's on fire. I mean, I talk about great players, and I don't know much about this guy, but I'm just amazed. This guy is blowing my mind. I did not expect this much talent to come out of him. For me, it's just like
you talk to any player, he's insane. Like everyone knows this guy is fragging wise. I mean, he's a left footed one, so you can already he's a top tier left footed one place. You can already get an idea of how strong he is as a skier. And as I'm saying, Ozzy pulling his weight too. Get a nice ski and pop right there. I mean, right now, I mean, they're all pulling their weight. Domi is just out, is leagues above everyone else in the server right now. I feel like fragging wise, this guy is absolutely insane, right?
Here we go. We got an assassination attempt. Assassination attempt complete. He took down Kyo. Kyo down. Of course. Guess what, guys? Another ski. Another one bites the dust.
Reloading! Oh shit, we ain't got time for this, man. Get up. Get
too
up.
easy for this guy. It's too easy.
Oh my god, I'm so tired yet I have all this energy. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me.
To break it to you as well, this guy is on 182 ping and he's getting he's just shutting things down like he was playing on 5 ping. It's astonishing, man. Aim wise, I don't know. I can't think of many players that top.
I would like to declare this guy. I mean, I don't, like I said, he's kind of new to me. Like you said, he's literally blowing my mind. But I would just like to say, he's not just left at one top tier player. This guy's left at 2 top tier player.
Gets another pop and then a ski again. It's just backed. Scroll through the chat, Grizz. 55%. Scrolling up. Keep scrolling through the chat.
4.6k damage. 4.6k damage on infected, and they're maybe 2/3 through the campaign right now.
And most of that damage is on hunters and boomers. He's skeeted and popped everything.
That's ridiculous.
He has 55% SI and 30% common as well, so it's not like he's neglecting the common.
This is a quad tap for the choke, man. This is horde plus quad tap. I don't know what his smoker's spawning.
He's trying to. I think he's gonna be. Yeah, he's gonna be going for a pull, but he whips. Charger's there ready, but he's back all the way up.
On top.
Charger goes in. Gets a quad shot.
iPad's feeling good about that one, man. He's like, hell yeah. He's going bowling.
That killed Kyo. In cap sled. And then Domi gets jockeyed through a get-up anime. Ozzy's the only one left. He's going for full distance. Jockey's going to go in and scratch him. What a charge! I mean, enough talking about Domi. Who's that charge?
I mean, if I had a name for him, I'm just going to take a guess. It was probably Dinosaur? No, it wasn't Dinosaur. I think it was Mutiny. I'm pretty sure it was Mutiny. Might have been Mutiny. I think it was him.
Watch the Vodo. I want to give credit to someone because that charger, he only had a smoker to work with.
Oh, that was iPad. I think that was iPad. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was iPad. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure.
Whoever it was, hats off to you. He capped. I mean, obviously that does come down to really poor positional survivors. They all lined up perfectly. Still, like,
I mean. Time to whip out the left hand 2 textbook, like that is obviously not how you handle that choke as survivors. You have one position to the right. I won't get into it right now, but who does positioning in 2019, right? That's old school.
Real talk. Nice double boom coming out. Good skeets. Good. But I don't know. I'm still not top of the charger, man. That was absolutely insane. I mean, just the fact that he managed to find a window to get a quad charge on the coaster. And Dark Carnival in 2019, players know how to play that coaster.
Yeah, it's like a really nice thing.
Not easy. Like, I don't know. Like, still somehow finds that quad charge. It's absolutely nuts. We do have the next hit coming up, and it's actually a quad hit. Charger, Jockey, Smoker, Hunter. They sat the boom split. Must be going in. Does
He baits that bad boy out.
really nice bait. Jockey gets nice M2. Smoker gets picked off. Really well taken by survivors as well. Barely any chip coming out. And they're going to continue making their way through into the Swan room here. Now they'll be getting a boomer for this tank commit here. They may opt to save it for when they're going back.
You know, I'm just trying to think of the ultimate team that I would have built for this tournament come into it. I would have definitely picked Domi. I would have picked Brian, and I probably would have picked up Bug Life. Those would have been my top 3 talents to go into a tournament with. I would be hell of a confident coming into a tournament with that lineup. That's kind of scary because it's just, I don't know, they're just so unique players. I'm seeing so much come out from Domi that it's just blowing my mind, and I would love to be on a team with this guy. He's the kind, he's the kind of guy that I will just, he'll do all the heavy lifting for you. You can just point and show him where it's at. Tank coming in, Slight gonna go in real quick. He's about to put quick in cap on Ellis.
A little bit early.
Got 1 point.
Ellis is separated. Ellis should start going in, grabbing these other two.
The score came in too early.
As he gets speeded, Jockey lands onto Nick briefly, but gets nicely cleared.
What
Nick
the
gets
long arm?
Smoker goes in, he's gonna take that target. Another long arm. This guy's arms are actually insane. He's still got 1k as well. He's gonna secure that second in cab. He's gonna go for a curve rock right now. Survivor's gonna go back, should start picking Mutiny up while they still have time, while spawns are still coming up. Those arms are fucking like long.
I know. I'm having pity here on Ellis. I'm just thinking, oh damn.
Oh no, he's seeing the Hunter's not getting cleared. That's actually a kill. That's a.
I mean this is still only a 500 point game.
But that's a kill right there. Yeah, I guess that quad charge did actually wipe them on the closest. Even if they get, I think these guys with their health right now, they could easily make it to the coast. I don't see them surviving the coaster, but they could definitely make it to the coaster. At least keep the game close, you know. Maintain
that's what this is about right now. Yeah, that's exactly what this is about right now.
Yeah, map 4 is all to play for, definitely.
Shit, this hurts.
I think both teams have kind of messed up in some way or another here. 3 cab almost landing right there. Really clutch M2 by caution. Gonna try and clear that smoker. Gets the clear. Really well taken by the survivors there. Look pretty
we're
scary.
talking about heavy lifting. We're talking about heavy lifting. That's some heavy lifting right there. If that happens, this could be a difference of 120, maybe 200 points. At least that's what I'm speculating on, of what they're going to get if they do attain to making it to the coast. That was some heavy lifting. If that jockey lands, this is a different game. Just as long as you try to keep it close, like we're talking about. Can't emphasize that word enough. Close. This is Left 4 Dead 2. When you get to the finale, it comes down to that early tank doing a lot of damage or not doing a lot of damage. It is really shit. This finale is awful. So you have to make sure that you have a good lead.
Actually, that Hunter lands on UT for a lot of damage. That's actually going to be an in-cap one. You know what? With the Horde coming in from the front, they're actually going to have a hit for the drop as well.
Unless they go now. Oh no, that's your charge. I'm sorry. I'm seeing you on my scoreboard. Sorry, HUD.
They're not going to make it to the coast, I don't think. They have 2 plays slow. iPads around 2 to 4.
I'm thinking 2 more hits at most.
At most, if they're lucky. They're probably just going to send a quick one right here. Wall kick with a spit. It's exactly what we'll do. Nice ground skip by caution right there. He's going to run away as well, baiting out that boom. Boomer's going to go in. Still gets a nice 2 boom. But that was a clutch skip by caution. And you know, they actually might be able to make the drop now. They do have 2 plays slow. iPad's down to 1 scratch. And the Horde's going to be coming in to slow them down. But they should just try and make as much distance as possible right now.
Oh my god, man, I just want to say I'm exhausted. I didn't stay up to play in a while, you know?
Dude, yeah, it's fucking 5:30 AM for me.
Jeez, good morning.
Good morning, good evening, good morning. There's no been there. Took about 2-hour nap.
That's hardcore, man. I wish I could do that.
Yeah, I mean, I went to work at 8, didn't get home, did all my shit after work as well, didn't get home till about 5, took like a 2-hour nap, and
Jesus, that is so hard.
And I'm all the way up till 5:30 AM right now. I'm surprised I even have this much energy to be shouting like.
Me for some reason when I get super tired I get goofy and I just start talking. That's like me right now. I'm just like exhausted. I just like start. I don't know.
Yeah, I actually
throw it
got
out there.
confirmation from OC that both teams have agreed to not play Finale. So
Oh my god. Guys, I said it earlier that I was betting on SS coming into this. I didn't want to say it. I said it in the last chapter. I'm just gonna go with the experience, the way it plays out with the survivor play. I feel like these survivor players on SS are obviously stronger, and I know that for a fact. I don't just feel that way. I just, yeah, I don't. I'm not seeing the light. But I said this in the Polestar match versus For the Executor. In Polestar, they came back and they blew my mind, and I got so excited for that match. I was just like, I was on the tip of my lungs, and I didn't get to see the finale, the last tank, because my screen froze. And I didn't get to see, so I had to Dana cast it. But anyway, I don't know if a comeback like that is doable on a campaign like Dark Carnival. That's my issue.
it's
Dark
not.
Carnival.
I mean,
I don't see it possible.
they're looking at a 500-point difference here, and it's a late tank as well. I mean, the arms are going to be insane, but just making to that tank is going to make it really hard for Team Aquilax to actually make it. They got to make it in with some good. But going back to the hit, we do have a nice pop coming out. Ozzy getting a beautiful ski. Kyo instant clearing Domi as well. Really well taken by survivors right there. Smoker getting picked. Absolutely beautiful. Only one single point of damage coming out by the infected.
This is the 74% tank, so like we said earlier, of course it is, but it's just a tank that doesn't do anything. I'm sorry, it really shouldn't do anything. The tri-cap too, like we're looking at it, the high ping. That's true.
High ping,
harder to ski. They have a Domi.
Yeah,
They have a Domi.
their ping factoring into the other team's ping as well. You're gonna have some insanely long arms in that room. That's a
that is so
scary
true.
tank. Yeah, that's a scary as shit tank. Nice boom coming out to Michelle. Jockey lands to Ozzy briefly, gets nicely cleared. Charger whiffs onto Coach. Very well sidestep. Try boom coming out with the. And a little bit of chip damage coming out to OC, a little bit onto Domi, but overall pretty well taken. They're going to make their way through, but I'm really interested to see this tank played for both teams. Those arms are insane.
I mean, let's just say thank God that Slay's tank is out of the way with, because those arms were ridiculous, brother. I mean,
You know what?
come on,
He has the
girlfriend.
lowest ping of his team as
Out
well.
of here.
Like,
Yeah, my
Slay's
ass.
only on 160, but yeah.
I mean, it may say 161, but damn, man, them arms. I'll tell you what, they're saying 300. You know what I'm talking about? It's freaking ridiculous.
Oh, I'm excited to see this tank. It's gonna be funny, I think, with the long arms. It's in the hands of who has the highest ping on his team, 210. So take a
So this is old knowledge, but you can track a tank through the wall by sound, and he also reveals his shadow.
and also where Rochelle is sitting right now, you can, if you look through an angle to the side of the green board right there, you can actually see through it and you can see the tank.
Oh, that's dirty.
Yeah. I do it a lot in pugs, to be honest. You know, random pug plays, they go for those dumpsters and the
I'm taking a note. I'm taking a note.
Yeah, it's pretty greasy. You get some nice chip on him, you know exactly where. That's exactly what he's doing right now. Taking some meat shots right there, down to 5800s, and still taking a decent amount of chip before he's even actually. He's gonna be finally going.
I'm definitely feeling the commitment to these spawns, though. He's looking good. Yeah, I think he's gonna get it. No, he's
With
gonna
the punch.
They're setting up for burgering. They're gonna force the issue.
Michelle is complete.
That's another good
Triple
charge.
Oh, double charge. Sorry, just. Tank's
Not
gonna
what you
start
need, boy.
spreading the damage. He whiffs his third punch.
Yeah, somebody don't.
And that's a dead tank. He whiffed so many punches. Rochelle, Domi had some really bad positioning there and actually backed into a corner really early, but then
He whiffed his punch, yeah.
he whiffed his punch, and then Domi juked him for the second punch and then ran away, so he lost his corner. I don't know what to make of that. I feel like that's I mean, that turned from bad positioning to good positioning to whiffed punches. I'm not really sure who's to blame for that one.
A little bit on both, obviously, because one plays into the other. More so the survivors in the sense where this is a heavily dominated survivor campaign, although you wouldn't know it because the infected are doing so great. Like I said, both these teams are really good. Not just both of them. I would say Aquilax more dominant and infected, but this is not an infected campaign, so their true colors are not coming out. They're not really showing. They're still good, obviously, because this is a close game. But SSS, I'm telling you, these guys are powerhouses when it comes to survivor play. They're just.
I mean, they're just strong fraggers. Like even on
Yeah.
ping. And the thing is with these guys, they play better on ping than they do with low ping. I know it sounds weird.
They're so used to it.
They're so used to it. When they play on low ping, they're shooting way too early and things like that, and it's like they M2 way too early. It's a completely different style of game.
Yeah, for sure though. In retrospect, I'm just kind of throwing this up right now. There, I would probably, knowing Domi's skill level, I would have loved to have been on the team in this tournament. I would have went with Domi, Thug Life, and probably I think Brian. That would be my starting lineup.
Who I would have went with?
Yeah, I was actually just about to ask. Go ahead.
My team.
I just guessed like in the background of my mind. I was like, yeah, he's gonna say Sir, he's gonna say Peanut, and he's gonna say Peanut.
Yeah, I'll take my team. Thank you. I like my.
Reloading. Hey, we got a safer.
Oh yeah, sir. I was just gonna get to that. When we talk about all-time lineup, sir, I would like to put myself in Team NB, but honestly, I don't. I feel like that I would just bring them down. If I'm being honest.
I think anyone would bring them down. I think that
they play like a SWAT team, right, Sue? So anybody who isn't part of that SWAT team doesn't have the insider knowledge.
We scrimmed them the other day, and I don't know, their positioning. I mean, fragging wise, they're not the best players, but these guys don't play very often, and their positioning is like, no, it's supreme. It's supreme to anyone I've ever seen.
They still know how to play. They still know.
They know how to play SI, and they know how to position themselves as Survivor. And you know what? That's pretty much the whole fight on Left 4 Dead 2 right there. It's positioning on Survivor, and then SI coordination.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know whether Kimchi probably is the best. He plays multiple sensitivities. I do the same. I do like 20 inches per 360 when I play sniper rifle. I do 15 per shotgun. And I do like 10 inches for shotgun and 15 for Uzi. I use 3 different sensitivities.
That's nasty, bro. You're constantly switching between senses. Your aim's gonna be so inconsistent. And personally, I think you just stick with one sense and just use it.
I average on 15. I average on 15, so I have a stable. I have a stable one to go to.
I'd definitely say the Uzi is definitely like a lower sense weapon. Yeah. Actually, okay. Anyway, back to the topic here.
Okay, great to back on that. You see that synchronization right there? That was good. I love seeing that. Got a great quad coming out, great proxy, not too bad.
Quad boom is nasty.
I love it.
Quad boom is absolutely nasty. Look how much chip they've. Domi was the boomer. He's done 44 damage, 50. He's done half of, almost 50, sorry. He's done half of a player's HP with just a quad boom, like, or the equivalent of half a player's HP. Like, that's nasty. So, this is why I keep telling people, man, abuse the booms on ping. Like, as nasty as it sounds, like,
it's so true. I mean, if you want to play against the greater teams, you have to make sure you get in 2 booms instead of your tanks plus 2 booms. That's how you beat the better teams. Tri-caps, they're more likely gonna shut you down. You got players like Domi in here, they're just gonna meat shot the shit out of your hunter. You're gonna be like, well, we don't have the tri-cap, what are we gonna do? You should just yourself some one in cap. But if you get a 2 boom, the horde, it just helps you out so much more while you're going in, and it's just a huge factor in determining which team will come out on top. It really is, it's big. But the problem is no one went to I did. I love the charge.
That was nasty. That chart, the double count landed was a spit on top of the charge, and then someone killed the spitter on top of Coach. So he was in death spit as well. And he's already DB now. The tank could literally just grind away at Coach and ruin their DB. And actually,
hold on to these bills.
I'm doing the math right now, and I don't think they. I think after this, if this tank gets one in cab, I think it's GG.
I think I don't mean to be mean, but it's GG. Oh, what a bounce, Slay! Put her there, man. That was good.
Oh, that's a GG, boys. I can't be bothered to do the math. I think this map's worth 500 distance, so we're looking at 200 more points. Put them up to give or take 2k. Nah, they're already GG'd.
Yeah, it's well, I just went by over 200 points away from total score, and there are 500 points from the other round, so I just know it's over before tank. So that's what I go by. It's easier.
If they made safe from the bonus, it would only take them up to 2k. They still need 1k bonus to win almost. Feels bad. I guess they're just playing now for the pride, if anything. Showing that they're still a strong team. You know what? I mean, it was lovely watching Aquilax. They've been a great team this whole tournament, and
I mean, their match versus S&D. I just want to bring that up real quick. If you guys haven't seen that match, go over, watch that match. They took down the freaking behemoth, like S&D, and they blew my mind. I think it was Caution's tank, his hittable control on map 1 that carried off. It was just so intelligent the way he played it. And he forced him into a situation where they had to use hittable. It was just amazing. I would just advise watch that game. Like I said, Aquilax are a team where they're very creative in what they do. And I love seeing how they adapt. And I think they're very smart players, and they have strong effective skills. I mean, they have some of the strongest stuff that I've seen in a while, and it's just like I said, watch that match. It's really good.
Amazingly good. Nice 2-cap lands, almost a tri-cap actually. Tank's got the corner. I mean, this is already GG, but Tank's still got 1200 HP. He's going to be throwing some curve rocks, trying to land something here. So I was going to play super aggressive on him. They don't want him to get anything. As he's struggling to land these curve rocks with the high ping rate. Jar 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 Tank coming out from Keo. I mean, yeah.
Let me just answer some questions real quick. So Spox, the Australians, they are officially out of the cup. It's a shame to see them go, but yeah, they are out. This is all she wrote for the not the end of the line for them. Hopefully they do come up with some other tournaments if they're hosted by other people, because I'm pretty sure I wrecked Sue's mind with my. You see, I haven't really been around to help too much with the tournament, and he's kind of been doing all the heavy lifting. So I don't want to put him in another position. I'm just like, I'm gonna host the tournament. That's just like Sue do all this work. So I just don't
Spoon actually came and talked to me, and he wants to host a tournament. Not tournament. What the fuck?
Let's not say that word, please.
He wants to host a tournament, so on the new config that he's developed with next month.
Yeah, I was going to talk to him about that actually. I mean, I was going to host another one afterwards. We have a.
You want to help admin? I'm like, yeah, me and you, Grizz, we could probably help him out with that. I think he's hosting it around Christmas time. I recommended him around because that's when I've got my holiday break. That's when a lot.
Yeah, that's sick, man. I get off for 2 weeks.
I get 2 weeks off as well, so that's when most players are gonna get a break, and that's when you can kind of get the matches going and really get the tournament underway. I think that'll be pretty fun. I think definitely we should keep our eye on this tournament though, all to play. I mean, obviously now we do have our elimination bracket set up.
I was thinking about, I've been theory crafting, I'm thinking about what I can do for you guys for Halloween, right? For you guys in chat. And it's not easy. I've been really trying theory craft. I don't have enough time for it. I don't think anybody has enough time for it.
Yeah, middle of October or end of October.
It's really tough, but
yeah, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Plus,
I have thought of some stuff.
We've given the extra week to this tournament as well because issue with the eliminations and stuff. So that's set us back or set us forward even.
I've been getting some questions about that, guys. It's just about resistance. Not much about resistance. You don't have to ask me. You can actually Google that stuff and find out yourself. So yeah.
I mean, the website gives you a brief explanation of how the resistance is calculated. So if you are curious as to why certain teams had the chance to get into playoffs and why others didn't, you just have to. I can try to summarize it in a quick nutshell here. It's just based off the team. It's just based off the opponents. Okay, so the team. Okay, I guess GG's.
There's cheating in the opponents anyway. Yeah. So it's a shame that we didn't see S&D make it, but Aquilax, they really did earn their place. Did in the match against them.
Definitely. That was a great match. Sad to see it kind of Aquilax kind of crumble slowly over the match. I feel like that is definitely not them at their peak form right there. I mean, team Southstars definitely brought the fire. Domi particularly that was
a Domi show, wasn't it?
That was a Domi show right there. That was just him killing everything for about 3 chapters straight. That was
my man. I mean, I'll tell you what, that's a name I'm going to remember in Left 4 Dead 2. That's a fierce name to remember too. I mean, I'm gonna put that down in my playbook of like with Bug Life and his hittable control and his intelligent gameplay and probably with Kimchi's, she just knows how to position things. Those players like that, he's going down to my all-time favorites. That's for sure. After that game, he won me over.
definitely.
All right. What do we want to say to people in chat? I don't know how many viewers we got, Neil. How many viewers?
We can summarize something. That is now the end of the Swiss. It's been a long, I think 6 weeks now, so a very long process, but we finally finished the Swiss section and we're on to the heated matches, okay? This is our top 8 teams of the entire tournament. 30
These are
teams
eliminations.
from the start. Yeah, these are eliminations. We start off with 30 teams. Now we've narrowed it down to our top 8. We've played the final elimination rounds to determine our top 8. Seedings will be posted probably later today, I guess, when I wake up. I don't know. Yeah, seeding, placements, brackets will be released. Next map is going to be Suicide Blitz 2 on Zonemod, so really fun map. That's going to be great to. And I think next week is when the matches will be taking place. Definitely look forward to that. And it is going to be 4 eliminations now, so quarterfinals for next week. So if one team losing, it's another team, they're completely out of the tournament, they're eliminated. And the team that won will then move on to the semifinals, and then yada 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 process continues. So definitely keep in tune for that. We're gonna have some really insane games, top teams playing against each other, and yes, it's gonna be sick. I'm excited, Gris.
I know we're gonna see some really great games and some high tier plays. I mean, I'm just excited. The Chinese teams, they really did show up this year. I mean, I've been impressed. Polestar, they really stick with me. I expected a little bit more out of Evo, considering we gave them the top seed, and I just feel like the Evo, they're just in a disarray where they can't really make things work together. When things don't go their way, they kind of now take out on each other, and I'm seeing a little bit lack of team ethic there because it is a little bit divided, but I feel like that they can still be strong opponents. And I don't know if they can get their stuff together, they could take this tournament. But anyway, the Chinese teams are looking great. Your team, man, Party Quest, I think it's going to come down to you guys versus, I don't want to say it, but I'm pretty sure you guys
we're trying our best. But I honestly, and I said this from the very start of the tournament, I feel like this could be anyone's tournament right now. I think there's loads of teams. Some teams are out of form, some teams are in form, some teams are good on certain maps, some teams are good on certain. I think it really just comes down to who's going to be the most consistent throughout the rest of the playoffs.
Yeah, that's for sure. Oh my god, what a night, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, I am really tired, and Sue even more exhausted by what he told me. I feel sorry for the guy. The guy shouldn't be up right now.
24 hours.
Yeah, so I thought I was tired, but guys, we're gonna close it out because we are both exhausted. We got up. We said we're gonna stream and cast this game for you guys, and I hope you guys did enjoy this. And I hope you guys did. Hopefully, you get the best quality, and we do try our best for you guys the best because you guys are the best and you deserve the best. Did I say the best enough yet? But thank you to Vanille too, and you guys. You have a good evening and a good morning. Hang in there if it's in the morning. It's a tough day ahead of you, but you're good to go.
One more thing I have to say. Wait, let me get up. So I need to find it. Hello, clear me, you cunts. Sorry, I have to say.
He's getting warmed up. That's just him clearing his voice.
Yeah, agree. Sorry, Lupe asked me to say it, so I regurgitate onto the stream. But thank you guys for watching. Much appreciated. And we look forward to the matches next week. Bye!
Peace.